back to the air one more time. Grabbed behind the line, it's Martinez. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Martinez.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Got it! Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cade!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. The offense in hurry and load. They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can.
Going up top. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Alabama! And they take it in for 6 more points. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively.
He's going to throw deep right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th and
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Catch in the middle, it's Martinez. And they're able to get him down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wiggles free. Escapes the sack. He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Quarterback will audible. Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. Makes the grab outside. It's Restrepo. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. The Hurricanes racing to the line in the hurry-up. Dropping back, it's Ward. Good timing on the quick out. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. He wants to throw here on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's Martinez. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Touchdown, Miami! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll run this play from the pistol. The give is to Miller. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Might as well give it to him again. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score now 21, Miami 15.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. To the air, it's Milroe. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Quarterback strolling away from heat. He's going to take off. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits.
Nice job by the D. Playing the pass first. QB scrambles. It's the fourth quarter. I got to save time. I got to save possessions. What do I do to end the run? Now I push the quarterback out of bounds. He goes out of bounds. Thank you. I didn't even have to waste a timeout. Nice job by the D.
Makes him talk to the hand. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down, they've got it at the 40.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
They're trying to get to him. He chucks one out to the right. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pass to 25. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Quarterback now breaking the field. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play because that was a critical turnover.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On second down, he's looking downfield. And the timing just a hair off.
And no mystery here, 3rd in California late in the game. Defense knows they're going to throw it, so they're going to have a lot of guys back in zone coverage. And these guys up front are going to be pinning their ears back. Quarterback better have the clock going off in his head.
And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Fires to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Just a little off. Incomplete. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the 1st down. They'll try to get it off quickly. The give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Showing the arm strength to the left. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Somehow, they got up off the deck. They fought back, and they tied the game.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Now rolling to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Buys a little time. He'll let it go down the right side. And that pass intercepted. Looking for more room. The 30. The 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Canes. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, These guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. I know the situation looks bleak, but have we nothing if we don't have hope, Dave?
Amen. I mean, keep hope alive, pitch this pill around, use every second you got, make this game, Palmer, as close as you possibly can.
Crazier things have happened in college football, man. Let's just go find out. Let's find out where the playmakers are lined up and see if they can make something positive happen.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's going to run it. Giving him his pads. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. After this, it'll be a wrap. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they fight him to the bitter end, all the way down to putting some more numbers in the stat column, but they'll come up a little short as time expires. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Miller with the ball. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. At the 45 on its way. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Handoff to the single running back. 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Fires on the move. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. Bringing it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. A first down for the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Hits him with a stiff arm. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. He'll come out throwing on first down. Finds his man. It's McMillan. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That is just great total defense on that play. First off, you get pressure and you get to hit the quarterback. But two, you've got the intended target double covered. There was no way the offense was coming up with a completion on that play.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Dropping back, it's Fafita. He'll take a shot. Oh, right through his hand. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He's got him, and they convert. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. The Wildcats are flying down the field. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
The snap sets up to throw. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 8. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
What a good run there. He has enough for the 1st down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
They're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady...
Going to take a shot. Grabs it inside the 15. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Up and over, Yabo be there into the end zone.
And you don't want to leave your feet very often in football, but this is one of those areas where you do. In the end zone, near the goal line, you smell it. A lot of bodies in front of you. Just get up, get over top of them, get that touchdown.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return. Here they'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, and how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want.
He wants to go deep. And he's got it inside the 35. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Nice job on the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
Looking to scramble. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking for a man. It's Fafita. Coming after him. Throw into the end zone. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50. The 40. The 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown time. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back, 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's open on the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Looking to throw on second down. Lets it go. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. To the air, it's Fafita. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Conley. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Arizona right back to the line. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's McMillan. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks and first down. Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. The aerial assault continues. Pressure coming. Makes a connection. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. The Wildcats will snap it on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. Gets rid of it. He's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On second down, just keeps firing. Using his feet to buy time. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give is to Miller. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Offense working from the pistol. Here's the handoff. He makes the tackle at the 33 after a pickup of 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage at the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll give it to the back. He makes the tackle at the 37. It's a pickup of 5. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Bama!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
Wildcats will take over. 1st and 10.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyway.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on third down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown. This offense is lucky now they're getting a chance to punt this ball away.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the pass hits, picked off. And he will be run out of bounds on the return, so the damage is limited as we wrap up the first half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
That's caught. It's Conley. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for a first.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Let's see what they've got on second down. The play-action fake. Getting some heat. And that pass is intercepted.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
They'll try the run. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
The give to the lone running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but his defense is definitely going to have to be...
Oh, and he ruins the big gator with a fumble. And the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. No huddle here for the offense.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Fires to the right. It's caught. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Throws to the wideout. He's got it. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. And the Wildcats moving quickly to the line.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
They'll line up for a second down play.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves over.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Touchdown, Arizona! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half. They'll line up to go for two. To the air, it's Fafita. He gets it into the end zone for the two, and they extend the lead to 4. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. That Alabama offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's what they used to ask him to do. Like they were very comfortable handing the ball off, running the ball, controlling the clock, trying to keep your defense fresh. Nah, bro. If you can't score points now, if you can't get first downs and go get me touchdowns, you're not going to be on the field.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. First down to start the drive after the break. Right back to the well. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. They go to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Trying to make magic with his feet. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Buying some time. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the fourth quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw in that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with and try to get his offense some positive yards.
He had nowhere to go, no place to hide, and they'll knock him down for a loss of 9. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. Fourth down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Arizona in a hurry. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, lead the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After the misfire, it's second down. He'll just keep slinging it. Makes the pass. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And obviously, getting the completion, it's a killer. They get a new set of downs. You got to find a way to make a play now. The saving grace, I guess, Jesse, is he ran out of bounds and stopped the clock, so at least the clock isn't running.
Yeah, and David, it's just a situation right now defensively. I think you just got to take more chances, right? You may have to blitz, you may have to sell out, you might risk giving up a big play, but it's just so critical at this juncture of the game that you're able to retake possession and give yourself a chance to win. This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Deep shot for the end zone. can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
What a great stop in a big moment for this defense. Nice job getting the stop. Now listen, the ball goes back to the offense, and this has a chance now to be a great finish. That was a clutch stand for this defense.
And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Looking to go up top on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Now the play fake. Buying some time as he moves left. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Alabama! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. He's trying to get them set quickly. They have to get the ball into field goal range. Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Fafita. He's going up top here late in the game. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like, forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Grabbed over the middle. It's McMillan. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats.
And that's an Arizona.
Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.